remember it with weird clarity. Isn't it funny how something from like 30 plus years ago can just be right there? I'm in the living room. I've got the coffee table in front of me, and there's a book opened up for the electives. I'm living for electives at this point. And there's nothing that's speaking to me. I've had all the cool ones. At the previous school, I had a modeling class where, Revel model kits and testers paints. We used to do paint jobs on the cars that looked real. We'd burn rocket motors that would launch our rocket up above the PE track so high that we'd just be praying that the parachute would open at the top. An elective science class that I got into that was so sick. It was like the best teachers at the school team taught and did all the experiments that they couldn't afford to do in the regular curriculum. I had a drafting class with all the tools and fancy drawing equipment, top down, side view, orthographic, all by hand. I'm drawing every day. That was cool. They were fun. They were also done. And now I just couldn't find anything that looked like it was going to be. Nothing was speaking to me. So I chose a teacher. My uncle had his class years ago. And Uncle Joe's clock was hanging on the wall at Grandma's house for, as long as I can remember. And he would still go up to the school, volunteer for this class. That stuck with me. I still remembered it, and I was like, yeah, there's probably something there. Talk about underestimated. That course forever changed how I look at making anything. And the funny thing was, it was not the curriculum. It was the guy teaching the course. It's so easy for me to think of a world where I never learned how to build furniture. And every time I've done it, it takes a few months at least. But it is really hard to imagine a world where I never had the bravery to go back to college and learn how to make games. What I didn't know then, that I do now, is that without that woodworking course, the games industry would have eaten me alive. Iteration, cheap mistakes, the patience to get through the lull in the middle, all these things I've talked about, that all started with the woodworking course. And then, last month, I'm building a gate with my son. This kid looks up at me and goes, "No, Dad, we're not doing that." I'm sorry? It's crazy. How many times do I remember back from the shop? Nope, rip it all apart. We're building it the right way. And that's what I was getting from my son. How cool is that? It's already a generation deep. How much further can it go, though? I never set out to be a teacher. There was a time that I stepped away from something I knew that I loved. Boldly, timidly, but consistently, towards something that maybe I could create. That's what I'm asking of you. Is there a chance that you'd like to step into a version of you that practices a little more craftsmanship, that practices a little bit more creativity, maybe a little bit more self-care, even just every once in a while? Step into that possibility, because I'm here to help. And if that's not you, that's fine too. I can almost guarantee somebody you know can really use this. And I'm counting on you to help introduce me. Some doors you don't know you're even walking through them. It was just a circumstance. My son loved a course and they needed elective science teachers. So I learned how to do it to help them out. I didn't know why I wanted to take that shop class, because it wasn't in the syllabus. It wasn't in the description for the course. I know now, and it's super important. And that's why I think I have to share. So thanks for watching.